Hello, Green Pines. It's time for our announcement again. Just to remind you, this is what we call Holy Week, a week filled with images that are special to us in our faith. We won't be able together to smell the peace lilies or to celebrate communion together, but we want to see the images that remind us so much of things that happened this week, things that are special to all of us. Well, I wanted to share some things with you on this week. This is a very special week. Certain images should play in our mind as we read the story. We think about Jesus in the temple and the chaos of animals and chickens and birds flying out. We think about Jesus daily teaching in the temple, crowds of people around him. Think about Jesus giving the woes and prophecies about what's going to happen with the temple. We think about Jesus sitting with some friends, Mary coming and anointing him with expensive oil. We think about the communion, the upper room, Jesus washing the feet of his own disciples as they are bickering about who should be first. And then we think about a garden, Jesus there also, said weeping. All of these images are coming to mind, firesides and chicken rooster crowing, and then finally the cross. Well, I hope you are taking this week to think through those images as we're reading the scriptures together. We're also reading Psalm chapter 37, 38, all the way through the next 5 chapters. I want to read some selections from Psalm 38. I was reading that this morning. Psalm 38, I kind of connected with a few things. One of them, verse 11, my friends and companions avoid me because of my wounds. My neighbors stay far away. Perhaps you might relate with that in this season. But David is writing this out of confession of his own sins and realizing that it's impacting everything in his broken world. But verse 15 says, Lord, I wait for you. You will answer, Lord my God. I want to remind you as we're in this time, we're not waiting for the coronavirus to dissipate. We're not waiting for government orders to go out free again. We're waiting on the one who's over all that. Wait on God. I want to just encourage you to pray to him, read through the Psalms. What I love about the Psalms is that as you read it, you can't help but pray as you read these things. And so I encourage you to spend time with the Lord as we're reading through Psalms and then the Proverbs at the end of the week, as we reflect on the control of the Lord in all this. I can't help but think about a prayer that I was reading. It's a prayer to pray when you're missing someone. It says, we willingly carry this ache. We carry it, O Father, to you. You created our hearts for unbroken fellowship. Yet the constraints of time and place and the stuttering rhythms of life in a fallen world dictate that all fellowship in these days will at times be broken or incomplete. And so we find ourselves in this season bearing the sorrow of our separation from our church family. We acknowledge, O Lord, that it is right and good to miss deeply those whom we love, but with whom we cannot be physically present. Grant us therefore courage to love well, even in this time of absence. Grant us courage to shrink neither from the aches nor from the joys that love brings. For each willingly received will accomplish the good works you have appointed them to do. Therefore, we praise you, even for our sadness, knowing that the sorrows we steward in this life will in time be redeemed. That is from a selection of a book called Every Moment Holy, and it captures perhaps well our prayer and thoughts as we are away from one another. I want to share a few things with you that's happened and developing. First of all, this Sunday, we will put out the service, the Easter service, as we have the last few weeks. We'll have it on YouTube and we'll have it on Facebook Live. But for you, our church members, we're going to try something different this Easter. We are going to send through our GP Connect a link toward Zoom. The Zoom app, our small groups have been doing that. We've been using it on Wednesday nights as well. And our hope is at 10:30 that you will link into the Zoom And in doing so, we'll be able to see one another. From there, we will show the same message that we'll broadcast on YouTube and Facebook, but you'll be able to watch it through the Zoom. And we'll be able to worship together in some way virtually, to be able to see one another, to be able to sing perhaps in that format, as well as to hear the message. If you have earbuds, you might want to listen to those if you have a problem hearing through your computer. But we want to try that this Sunday with it being Easter, and have some way of us being together. You guys are doing so well in giving. Thank you so much for your generosity. I want to share that with that, we will be able to pay for our employees. I know we don't have our Sunday services. We're not putting out our bulletins. We're not doing preschool. We're not getting the tuition of the preschool. But because of your generosity, we will be able to take care of our employees. They're going to get paid the same as if they were working their hours. And so that's folks like Gloria and Melissa, Kylie, David James, and then Libby, and then all of our preschoolers as well, the preschool teachers. And so that is a great blessing. Thank you so much. As well, we're going to give a gift towards Samaritan's Purse, who is in New York City, setting up a hospital there. And so we're going to be able to give a donation toward that. And so that's also one way we're going to practice that. We're going to be looking for something local here that we can give a gift toward to help folks be able to minister even here locally. Continue on with our conversations that we're having with our small groups, as well as giving online. Thank you so much for doing that. This Easter, we're going to provide some Easter packets for all those in our church who have children 5th grade and under. And so we are Friday going to be delivering those packets to your homes. We're going to leave them on your front porch, and you can pick them up later at your own time. We are also going to give you an extra one. The extra packet is for you to give to a neighbor that has a child, and you can just give them a gift for that. If you let us know in advance you need more than one, let us know, and we'll do what we can as we're going to be gathering those up this week. If you do not want to have that Easter packet, let us know. You can contact Josh Korth at jkorth@greenpines.org, and we'll make sure that we do not go to you. So we're going to be sending that through our active membership, our Sunday school rolls. If you would like to get one and you're not in an active Sunday school, then you can email us as well, and we'll try to include you in. I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter. I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. God bless.